They don't break your heart.
They break your reality. You've met them. Maybe you've loved them. They are the master illusionists, the architects of a world built just for you, a world designed to trap you. This is how a narcissist exploits you, not with force, but with finesse, a slow, methodical dismantling of who you are. It's not a sudden storm, but a gradual erosion, a slow poisoning of your self-worth. They don't arrive with a warning label. They arrive as the answer to a prayer, the missing piece of your puzzle. And that is the most dangerous illusion of all. The manipulation is so subtle, you won't see the cage being built around you. It begins like a fairy tale. They call this phase the love bomb. Imagine meeting someone who seems to understand your very soul. They mirror your hopes, your dreams, your deepest insecurities. Every text is a poem. Every touch feels like destiny. You think, finally, someone gets me. This is also where they master the art of future faking. They paint a vivid picture of a future with you. Marriage, children, growing old together. This isn't a promise, it's an anchor. It hooks you deep, making you invest in a future that has no foundation in reality, ensuring you'll endure the storms to come for a fantasy that will never materialize. But you are not being loved, you're being studied. This intense, overwhelming attention isn't affection. It's an audition. They are collecting data, learning your vulnerabilities, your triggers, the keys to your trust. They are building a file on you, a file they will later use as a weapon. They become your perfect partner because they are playing a part, a character you wrote for them without ever realizing it. Then comes the shift, phase 2, devaluation. It starts small, a backhanded compliment. You look so much better when you make an effort. A joke that isn't funny, aimed at something you're sensitive about. You feel a sting, a flicker of confusion. This isn't the person who adored you. The silent treatment becomes a common tool. Affection is withdrawn for days as punishment for a perceived slight you can't even identify. They will compare you unfavorably to others, perhaps an ex-partner or a colleague, to create insecurity. Each comment is a small cut, designed to make you bleed self-esteem.
So you bring it up, and the world tilts on its axis.
Suddenly, you're the problem. You're too sensitive. You're overreacting. That never happened. You're remembering it wrong. This is gaslighting. It's not just lying. It is psychological warfare designed to make you doubt your own perception, your memory, your sanity. They rewrite history and force you to accept their version of reality. Slowly, you stop trusting yourself. Their voice becomes louder than your own. Once you doubt your own reality, the real exploitation begins. Remember that file they were building on you? It's now open. The secret fear of abandonment you confessed in the middle of the night, they now threaten to leave over small disagreements, triggering that exact fear. Your finances start to blur. It's a small loan for an emergency, then another. They promise to pay you back, but the day never comes. You're not a partner, you're a bank. Then comes the isolation. Your best friend, she's always been jealous of us. Your family, they just don't understand our connection. One by one, the pillars of your support system are kicked out from under you until the narcissist is all you have left. They become your entire world, a world they built and a world they control. And when your resources, your money, your energy, your unwavering adoration finally run dry, you enter the final phase. The discard. It's not a breakup, it's a vanishing act. They disappear with a chilling indifference, as if the entire relationship, the entire reality they built with you never existed. You're left in the rubble of a world they created, questioning everything. Often, the discard is followed by a smear campaign. They become the victim in a story they tell everyone. You are painted as unstable, abusive, or crazy. It's a final, brutal act of control aimed at destroying your reputation and isolating you from any potential support, ensuring their pristine image remained intact. But this is not where your story ends. It is where you begin to rebuild. This is how you reclaim your power. First, recognize the pattern. Idealize, devalue, discard. Seeing the cycle for what it is breaks its power. It was a strategy, not a reflection of your worth. You must also allow yourself to grieve. Not for the person they were, but for the person you thought they were. You fell in love with a character, an illusion they crafted just for you. Grieving this loss is a critical step. It is the funeral for a phantom, and it is necessary to move on. Set unbreakable boundaries. For many, the only winning move is not to play. This often means no contact. Block them, delete them, remove every avenue they have to seep back into your life. Third, trust your gut. That feeling of unease you had early on, that was your internal alarm system. It was never wrong. Learn to listen to it again. Rebuild your identity. The narcissist's world was designed to reflect them, not you. Rediscover the hobbies, passions, and friendships you set aside. Reconnect with the music, the places, and the parts of yourself that existed before they arrived. This is not just recovery. It is a renaissance of the self. Seek support. Reconnect with the friends and family you were pushed away from. Talk to a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. You did not just lose a relationship. You survived a psychological siege. Reclaiming your reality is the ultimate victory. You are not a character in their story. You are the author of your own.